What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phantom Games 117 YouTube channel. Now, we're doing a different kind of video than we normally do on this channel, but this story is absolutely insane, so I decided that I wanted to make a video about it. So this story is about two Skyrim modders getting into a huge beef. On the left side, we have Gore, and on the right side, we have Val Serrano. Now, GoreDev goes by GoreDev, well, that's nice and straightforward. But Val's dev goes by Axarien? Okay, so we're just going to call her Valdev. Okay, everyone got that? So I got a notification on Discord for the Gore server, and I decided to take a look at it. And I'm glad I did, because the screenshot GoreDev posted was absolutely insane. As we can see from this first screenshot, their relationship is already strained, and they're having problems communicating. GoreDev asks, "Did you unadd me? Any particular reason why?" Valdev responds with, "No, I have never unadded you." And GoreDev says, "Guess it just magically happened then." And Valdev says, "Weird." So as you can see, they're already having problems talking and communicating, and yeah, their relationship is just really strained. And trust me when I tell you this, things are about to get a hell of a lot more interesting. Okay, so this one might be a little hard to follow, as I don't have a screenshot to put on the screen for you this time around. We're having some technical difficulties with these next two screenshots, so I'm just going to read them aloud to you. So this is going to be pretty hard to follow probably, and I apologize for that. So, GoreDev messages Valdev saying, "I finally had a chance to play with the Gore Val patch, and I have to say I hate what you did to his rate of speech and idols. I no longer get any of the unique idols for locations, not once since I started. I hate that Val corrects Gore on shit that Gore is correct about, like the torches staying lit by the Draugr inside of the tombs." Bro, then my guy sends her a link to Elder Scrolls fandom wiki, correcting her completely on everything that she did with the patch. Crazy stuff here, guys. Then he says, "And I hate that nothing wholesome actually remained in the patch, and it's just him bitching at Gore about how cool he is." Okay. He then says, "At this time, I'd like to request that you either restore Gore's rate of speech and idols or take the patch down. I have done the hard work for you in this patch. I never intended for him to become more quiet with time. Moreover, in your own patch rules, you state that no one can make a patch that alters Val's rate of speech or idols. So this was completely against your own rules when you made it yourself. Moreover, if you simply decide to delete the patch, I would be fine with that. Given my history with you and your voice actor, I don't care for either of you, to be frank, and have no plans to work with either of you again in the future." Holy shit, my guy sent one spicy message. Like, he literally destroyed her. Like, that was a crazy message. She fires back with, "You worked on this with us. Several times in the past, I asked you about this. Discussed my reasons why some adjustments were necessary, and on multiple occasions, you said it was fine. I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow, but I'll remove the patch from the Nexus when I get a minute. You're frequently changing your mind, and plans with respect to this patch is disrespectful to my time, Crimson's time, and the expectations of our fans. I will be telling people the reason why this patch was removed." Now, I don't really have any eggs in either basket here. I think both mods are personally great. They're both well made, well written, and they're fun characters to have around with you on your journeys in Skyrim, but I gotta be honest, that was kind of a weak response from her. She did not bring up several of the claims that you made. She just said, "You already knew about all this, meh, 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 meh," basically. And I just gotta say, I think that's a little sad. Now, let's get into some more screenshots, shall we? Okay, so next up we have GoreDev saying, "Go for it. I couldn't give a shit less. Next time you make a banter patch, don't greatly reduce Gore's idols. You overstepped your boundaries." Then Valdev says, "Okay, I'm done with you. We already talked about this. You're a mess. Bye." And, okay. End of the business relationship right there. But boys, what GoreDev is about to send is why I made this video. Are y'all ready for this? I don't think you are. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the reason why I made this video. GoreDev says, "You are approaching 50 years old and making conjecture about the canon dick size of an original character that you based off your son." And That's a crazy message and accusation, bro. And that right there is why I made this video, because this took a really weird turn. We've had some petty beefs between mod developers before, but this one is just... holy crap. There's a lot to unpack with this one. Let's just get on with this. When asked for a little more context, GoreDev says Val Serrano is based off of her son, and she insists that his canon dick size is 9 inches. And I gotta tell you, I've seen some wild accusations before, but I've never seen one quite like this, especially in this community. It's just like really interesting. I really can't believe this is what's going on right now. While looking at some of the responses, we had ones like, every time I return to the mod scene, I find a new way people are absolutely insane. And yes, I cannot describe the mod scene any better. That every time you take a break and you come back, you learn about some crazy drama, some crazy weird stuff that happened, and you're just like, boy, this is just a really weird scene, huh? And then GoreDev says something that stuck with me pretty well, and he says, I have a son and that shit is straight up sick in the head. But she wants to make shit public, and I'm a shooter, so I'm gonna shoot. And I just gotta say, really like the logic there, and I think that he probably did the right decision coming out ahead of all of this, and just making all this public. I just think that this is probably the best decision. Then GoreDev says, I don't care about getting ahead of this or responding to whatever shit she says. I posted what I needed to post. And to be honest with you, I think you may have dropped something, King, because that is the best possible response you could have had to this situation. And I think you absolutely did the right thing for this situation. I think it was absolutely the correct thing to do here. Then something really interesting came out about this situation, and, well, here we are. Then this person says, also, saying it was a waste of their time, like you didn't pay them for this. And that's when the bombshell dropped that GoreDev paid ValDev to make this patch and to work with him to make a patch for their fans so that they could have banters and all that cool stuff with both of their characters. And if this is true, if he did pay, I gotta say that this is completely unprofessional of what she did, because she totally tampered with everything, and that's not what she was paid to do at all. And there we have it. Confirmation that GoreDev did pay ValDev $450 for this patch so that both of their fan bases could be happy and use these mods in conjunction, and they would have conversations and journey together, have opinions on each other, and comment on each other's quest lines and stuff like that. $450 from GoreDev to ValDev, and ValDev messes up his mod and completely messes with everything that he built. If this is 100% true, this is completely unprofessional, and ValDev should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Like, you cannot be paid by somebody and do the complete opposite of what they paid you to do. Like, that's not okay at all. So, as far as I can tell, this is the only response from ValDev at this point in time. I would love to cover more of their side of things if they reach out or if more comes out, but as far as I know, this is all we got at the moment. And this is on Nexus mod page. This is an update to her people, and she says, I made a quick mod update to roll the previous hotfixes into the main file and remove the Gore banter patch. Despite having code written and voiced Gore's part in the banter patch, as well as previously approving the upload and everything in it, GoreDev decided today that he now doesn't like it and wanted it either revised significantly or removed. There are only so many hours in the day to work on these things, and I decided it was better to remove it and keep my focus on the 2.5 update development. You see how she just tries to shift all the blame over to GoreDev, like she didn't do anything wrong at all. You totally didn't tamper with anything, you totally didn't mess with anything, you know, it was perfect, and he's just a douchebag, and he's making me change everything. He's being unreasonable. Just stop it. Stop it. You were caught. Be honest. And take some goddamn accountability. Then GoreDev announced on his Discord that he's got a new update in the works for Gore with Lorebound, but then he decided to comment on what ValDev said on her Nexus page, and he says, for the record, I sent her the revisions already done in a patch. The revisions included restoring Gore's rate of speech that includes includes location idols that no longer worked. She chose to delete the mod instead of using my revisions I worked on for hours. I simply think that it was overstepping to completely gut his idols in this way, and for my mod, I intended for him to comment on unique locations the moment you step into them. He has a unique idol for every location in the game for a reason. I'm not sure why the Val Gore banter patch needed to be greatly reduced Gore's idols in the first place. It wasn't the author's place to make this call. Did I agree to cut down on his lines to make room for Gore and Val banter? Yes. Before I realized the scope of the patch was so small, I assumed it would only be his combat idols so that him and Val could bicker more. That is not the case. It is fully within her rights to refuse to make this change. However, know that it is also my right to, after finally getting around to testing it, refuse to allow these changes to my character. I am sure the file will still be floating around somewhere for those who want it, but I cannot endorse the use of it. Gore talks a lot. That's part of who he is. It was intentional. So this has been a crazy story here on the Skyrim modding communities. It's been really fun to follow, to be honest. But anyway, I would love to cover more of GoreDev's side of the situation. If more stuff comes out there, or if I'm reached out to, I would love to cover more about it. Because if GoreDev is lying about her and is being screwed over, I absolutely want to defend her, because those are some accusations for sure. But I'm going to assume as of right now that GoreDev is in the right and on the right side of history here. So I just want to say that, well, Val is pretty sexualized, I'd say, in his mod. I believe it is hidden on Nexus. You can only find it if you have an account and you're over 18. He's sexualized quite a bit, a lot of flirting and all of that. He's got a cannon dick size for some reason. It's pretty weird. It's really, really weird, especially considering he's based off of her son. Again, that's just weird. And then screwing him over with the lions and stuff, that's absolutely insane, and it's not okay. That's a big no-no, as far as I know, in the Skyrim modding community. You can't really make changes like that. But all in all, it's just been an absolutely insane situation. I'm not really sure what to say, to be honest, because this has just been a wild back and forth between the two of them. And again, if any of them want to reach out, give me more information for a part 2, or if more information comes out in general, I'll make a part 2. I would love to cover both sides of the argument here, not just GoreDev's. So, yeah. Again, if I missed anything, let me know in the comment section. I'll look into it. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, because it's pretty crazy in my opinion. It's going to be a while before I use Val, probably. Hopefully in a year I'll forget about this situation and I'll just start using him again. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to slap the like button and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. This is the first time I've ever done a video like this. I've been making Let's Plays for a while now. None of them have really kicked off. The Stalker one did pretty good, but you know, that's about it. So if any of you are interested in these types of videos, let me know. I would love to make more of them. I'm kind of converting this channel into a whatever I want channel at any given time. So yeah, give me suggestions for videos. Maybe a new Let's Play series that I do randomly. Sometimes maybe an episode per weekend or something. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do whatever I want on this channel from now on. No strict upload schedule. No one type of video only stuff. I'm going to make whatever I want to make. And that's the new motto. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Why don't you guys go ahead and enjoy this fight with me, Val, and Gore here against a couple of giants. And then that'll do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I am out. Peace, guys.
There we go. I wish you were never born. Down, miserable dog. Blind old woman. Try it again. have to do better.